Hello, friends. How are you? We're talking about MSTR and MSTY today. Is it the problem child of the yieldmax portfolios? Is it the one that's causing the most issues? It's the most glamorous. It's been the most glamorous. It's been beautiful. It's been incredible for 2 years, but could it be routing its way to a problem? Let's talk about that today in today's video. If you're new here, my name is Mike. I talk about high yield distributions. I talk about ETFs. I talk about growing my own portfolio to a place where I can eventually just retire. That's the goal. That's the dream for a lot of us. That's the dream for me for sure. Please don't take any of this as advice. I'm just kind of observing and sharing what I observed with you. I have no financial background. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to do the same as you, retire as quickly as humanly possible here. So let's get into it. Man, it was a good day on the market, but it kind of reminds me of how bad it was 2 trading days ago on Thursday, right? I had the second highest loss of my account's history, and today I made back 2% of that. So it was down 4% in a day. Today, back up 2%. And, Misty had a lot to do with that. That's roughly 28% of my portfolio. So whenever Misty goes up, so does my portfolio. Things are good, right? So let's go ahead. I was contemplating doing a live, but I decided to do this recorded video instead. Today was a huge day for Bitcoin. Bitcoin up 1.94%, or up $2,000. Whenever I buy at 108,000 just a couple of days ago, this makes me feel really good. Of course, I only bought a small amount. That's how I do it with Bitcoin, just within the budget. That's what I do. But that went up. Now, when this goes up, you're going to notice that Mr. also goes up here today, up 5.62%. This video is not about the other ones, but I wanted to share some of the other options out there in the high yield income world. So one of them here is Blocks. Blocks today went up 6.93%. This one actually pays out on Mondays. So could be a good option for you. It's relatively new here. It just came out in June. Yeah, June 20th here. Since then, up 25%. Now, just to forewarn you, today had a lot to do with that 25%. It was up 19%, except for today, up another almost 7%, which is pretty crazy. Other options out there, iBit, and you guys are going to share in the comments some other options for us too. So iBit here, up 4.89% today, pretty good. Let's take a pause for a word from our sponsor. Moomoo combines powerful AI tools with an attractive new user promotion. Right now, new users can receive up to $1,000 in NVIDIA stock just by depositing funds, plus 8.1% APY on idle cash. What makes Moomoo unique is its AI-powered insights. You'll get daily and weekly briefs on the companies you follow, real-time news updates, and the ability to track net inflows and outflows on a daily, weekly, or a monthly basis. The platform also provides technical sentiment indicators showing whether a stock is leaning bullish or bearish across different time frames, from 1-minute charts to daily views. So with Moomoo, you don't just invest. You gain AI-driven insights to help you make smarter decisions. A perfect way for the retail investor to catch up to the stock market giants of the world. All right, welcome back. Be sure to click the link in the pinned comment below to check it out. So here we go, iBit. And then I also brought up Coinbase. Now, Coinbase is not necessarily, it's more of a holder when it comes to crypto, Bitcoin, but it went up 6.85% today. Wow, incredible day. And Coney ETF itself went up 5.4, which is pretty good. So let's get back to this, Mister. Let's talk about the problem child. Let's rewind about a month with that S&P 500 decision. It was the first time that MicroStrategy was eligible to get into the S&P 500. A lot of companies take 2 or 3 times in their eligibility world to get into the S&P 500, but they chose not to take them. There's speculation that diluting shares, as an example, just words that are out there in the world, are they profitable? Are they going to be consistently profitable over the next few years? What are they doing to gain those profits other than buying Bitcoin? So, that could raise suspicion when it comes to the S&P 500 as to why the strategy team didn't get included this time. So they have to have a number of months to be able to do that. I'll give you an example. Alcohol, right? I have a friend who's brewing ciders, and he has to brew 15,000 ciders that are identical to be able to make it commercial and sell it. So they're the people who make it commercial. They're the S&P 500, and he's Mister. Just an analogy, right? So is it the bad boy of the stock world right now? I wouldn't say that, but it is extremely volatile on the terms that, it kind of really relies on Bitcoin to go up and down to make it go up and down as well. For MSTY itself, it needs that Mister to go up. It needs Bitcoin to go up for MSTY to go up here as well. MSTY also relies on the calls that are created. And if the calls are too tight, which we're going to go over coming up here, that means that it won't have the same upside as MSTR stock symbol does, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of these ones right here. That's out of here, that's out of here, that's out of here. And I want to go take a look at their options, okay? We're going to see how they did for the week here. And I have to forewarn you, because of this major rise in Mr. in one day here, it's not looking good, okay? So Mr. stock price 326. So everything's in orange because it's not the greatest. Everything's in orange because it's not the greatest. I wanted to go red, but somebody mentioned the red was hard to look at. So at the very top three here, these are their synthetics, and then the bottom three that are highlighted in orange, those are synthetics as well. And so the point of the synthetic is for the underlying stock MSTR to go over top of these prices. So we have $410 up top here. This is expiring in like 2 weeks, I guess, right? 410. So the goal is for Mr. to be above 410 for us to make money, to make more money. Okay. The other one is 330 and 345. These are all the way in November 21st. So we got a month and like a half for those ones. But not looking good so far, right? Because I'll just remind us what the share price of Mr. is. It's 326. So it's getting close to that middle one right there, but it's far off this one here, right? We're looking at like $86 off the 410. Can it go up $86 in the next week and a half here? Week? I don't think it will. Which means that would be a loss. Okay, and the next thing that we look at, the things that we care about on this sheet, which I found on Yieldmax's website. I feel like I should show you where this is right here on Yieldmax's website. Scrolling on up here. We're going on up. Yieldmax website, our ETFs, and then right here, just scroll down until you find MSTY. Scroll down further. By the way, the AUM, $4.01 billion. A lot of money still in this fund. Go past all of their top positions here. Click on download all holdings. It'll bring up a sheet like this, but it's all white. I just color coded it for your viewing pleasure. So the next thing is the weeklies, and that's what I've got highlighted in orange right here. The goal for the weeklies is to have these prices, the price of Mr. under these prices. Okay, so they set their calls at 312 as an example, 312.50, 315, 317.50, 320, 322. They have a number of shares or calls in here. They have an amount of money that they generated from premium right away. That's what we're highlighting right over here. The problem is that if the price of Mr. is over top of these, then they have to close those options and they have to pay money to do that. So this money automatically goes into Yieldmax's pocket to generate income for distributions to pay out every 4 weeks. The problem is if Mr. takes off, which it just did today, then they're going to have to close these come Thursday or Friday, usually. And to do that, they got to pay money to do that. So again, we're not making money on these ones because they're too close to the underlying price, okay? These were probably set, and don't quote me on this, but probably Thursday or Friday on that. If we go take a look at the last 5 days, I can see why they did that. If it was Thursday or Friday when they set that, I mean, take a look at the action that happened today. Just one day, right? Went up $17 in share price. So I'm not sitting here blaming anybody on this one because, like, who knew that it would go this this high in one day. Not a lot of people would know that. I mean, I definitely can't predict the future, but what I can say is that things like this is going to lower our distribution because they got to pay money out to make that happen. So again, not blaming anybody on that one because I mean, who knew? Who knew that today was going to pop off like it did today? Now, if they set those calls early this morning, which I don't think they did, they probably did it Thursday or Friday, then I would blame them. That would be terrible decision making, but they most likely did this on Thursday and Friday. What I would do if I were in their shoes is see where the market's at tomorrow and do one of those like 1, 2, or 3 day calls just to kind of maximize some profit here. And, we saw today that Mr. went up. Let's go back here. Mr. went up $17 today. Tomorrow, I might go set the call for $20 out and try and generate some premiums for us and give us some upside to this MSTY share price right here. That's kind of what I would do, but I'm not the expert on this one. I'm just some guy on YouTube talking to you. So what do you guys think? Is MSTR the bad boy of the stock market right now? How do you feel about your position in MSTY? Days like today definitely helped us with our share price, but may not have necessarily helped us with our distribution. If we can get consecutive days in a row like today, then those synthetics should be looking good. But, if it's just a one-off or a two-off, then that synthetic's going to be trouble. I don't know what to say. I'll tell you what I am doing. I am so close to $10,000 in MSTY. I think I'm only $300 off, so I'm going to be buying $300 worth more of MSTY to flatten that out, even up at $10,000 in MSTY. I'm going to do the same thing with NVIDIA, and then we're going to go from there, right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'm about to go jump on my bike and take a 16-kilometer ride one way and then a 16-kilometer ride back down a trail from one end of my town to the other. Wish me luck. Should be good times. My name is Mike. This channel is Health and Wealth. Have a great night. Bye for now.